Okay, viewers, welcome to another edition of mathematics class. We're looking at graphical solution of quadratic equation. So this time around, we're going to graph. How do we solve quadratic equation? By graph method. They said copy and complete the table of values for the relation y is this. So this is the equation. 4 minus 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. So which means your range is starting from -4 and it ends at 4. Of course, it's shown in the table. The first part is to copy and complete the table, which means if you observe, this part is there are some places that are missing in the box. When x is -4, it is missing. When x is -2, we don't have the value of y. When x is 1, we don't have the value. So we need to complete these sections. So how do we solve? You start by saying this is question 1a. When x is -4, because that's the first part here, you put your equation y is equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. That's your equation you are given. Wherever you see x, you put -4. So y equal to 2 times, instead of x here, please, there's no magic. Just follow the equation. Instead of x here, I put -4. Then put my square. Then minus your x -4. Then minus 2. Moving on, 2 minus 4 square is 16. Minus times minus plus 4. Then minus 2. 2 times 16, 32 plus 4 minus 2. So how do you get that now? 32 plus 4, 36 minus 2, 34. So this is your value of y here. Next, when x is what? -2. You put your equation also. Y is equal to 2x squared minus x minus 2. That's the question. So that's what you keep using to solve for the other values. You go on. This time around, see, right? This 2 is in your equation. You write it down. 2. 2x squared simply means 2 times x squared. Instead of x, I'm going to put what? -2 this time around. Square. Minus your x here, -2. Then -2 remaining -2. Take note of what I've just done. 2 is here, x is -2, square is there, minus is here, x is -2, minus is there, 2 is there. Moving on, -2 square is 4. Minus times minus plus 2, -2 there. 2 times 4, 8 plus 2 minus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. So that's the second value of x of y when x is what? -2. So moving on further now, we want to calculate the next one, which is when x is what? 1. When x is, sorry, this is -1. When x is -1, and then when x is 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm moving on now to look at when x is -1. So when x is -1, we're going to solve. Put your equation. Y is 2x squared minus x minus 2. Wherever you see x, you put what? -1. 2 is in your equation, then your x is what? -1 square. Then next you have your minus there, then you have your x, which is what? -1, then -2. Y equal to 2 minus 1 square is what? 1. Minus times minus plus 1, then -2. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 minus 2. Please take note, I did minus and minus here because this is a bracket. Bracket multiply themselves. But this is -2. You will not go and do minus times minus. No. This is not multiplying this. This is -1. Then on its own, you have -2. So they're not multiplying themselves. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 3 minus 2 gives me 1. So the first value I got was what? 26. Second value was what? 8. And then next value I got is what? 1. So the next we are going to solve now is when x is what? 1. That is the next one here. So this is your equation now. You continue. 2 into brackets. In place of x is 1 square minus, in place of x 1, then minus 2. You see, this case now, when x is 1, I'm not putting minus. So yeah, I put minus because it's x minus 1. After doing minus 1 square, I will get 1. Okay, so 2, 1 square is what? 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. Then minus 1. Don't go and come here and change it to plus. Please don't do so. James, I hope you are listening. Follow along. Don't change this to plus just on your own event, because the previous one minus and minus plus. There's no minus and minus here. This is minus times a plus here, which is minus 2. Y is equal to 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 1 minus 2. Y is equals to 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, then minus 2, which is minus 1. So this gives me minus 1. So I'm solving and I'm completing my table. So moving on next, now I'm going to solve for when x is what? 2, and when x is what? 3. When x is 2 and when x is 3. Patiently watch the lecture, because this is graph. This is kind of question you see in Y. This is one question one. Just one question like this, and you need to master how to do all this. Within 10 minutes, you should be done plotting your graph and answering everything. So you need to practice over and over. So this is when x is what? 2. Put your equation. You go on, y is equals to 2. In place of x, I'm going to put 2 square minus your x, 2, then minus 2. So y is equals to 2 square, 4, minus 2, minus 2. Y is equals to 2 times 4, 8, minus 2, minus 2. 8 minus 2 is 6, minus 2 gives me 4. That is 4 there. I want to check to be sure that we do not make mistake. X is 2, x is 2. So 2 square is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, minus 2, minus 2. Yes, this is 4. So the next now is when x is what? 3. So here we got 4. When x is 3, y is equals to 2 bracket 3 square minus bracket 3, then minus 2. Y is equals to 2 bracket 3 square is what? 9, minus 3 minus 2. 2 times 9, 18, minus 3 minus 2. 18 minus 3 gives you what? 15. 15 minus 2 gives you 13. So that's the third value, last value there. I haven't done this and understand this. We're now going further to plotting the graph. So stay tuned. I'm going to plot the graph now. Okay, so looking at the question that was given, y equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. Our table is this. Please, this is 34, not 26. 34, 19, 8, 1, minus 2, and then minus 1, 4, 13, and 26. So with this table now, we are going to plot our graph. We are asked to use a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on the y-axis. Next thing now, we need to understand our graph. So looking at this is what you must know. From this thick line to this thick line is 2 cm. From here to here is another 2 cm. From here to here is another 2 cm by ruler measurement. Okay,
So we have 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 2 cms here. They are 10 from year to year. Take note, the thick lines, they represent 2 cm. This is how the graph is done. So I'm going to write my scale at the top. X-axis, we are told to work with 2 cm to 1 units. My question is written here. This is the graph I'm plotting. Then y-axis is 2 cm to 5 units. You must observe your graph. If you watch, the highest value of y is 34. The lowest value is -2. So whatever scale you are using, it should be able to accommodate 34 and then -2. So if I decide to divide my graph at this level, it means here will be 0. If I'm counting, the y-axis says 2 cm to 5 units. If I'm counting now, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, it's not going to accommodate 34. So if I come down by 2 blocks, I count from here: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yes, this will accommodate 34. It will accommodate 34. But I like to take it a little bit down so that I can ensure that my graph is fully inside this slot. So this has solved the problem. Of course, if I go down by one of the block, I will have 5. And the least value of my y there is what? Minus. This value of my y is -2. So that can work. So now I'm going to move on. Please understand, 2 cm is from the thick lines to the next thick line is 2 cm. From year to year is 2 cm. From year to year is 2 cm. That is how it is. So I'm going to draw my line exactly on the line. And you want to make it very bold. Your ruler must not shake so that you avoid a rough walk. Good. So this is out. That's for that. This is my x-axis, and then I'm going to go for my y-axis. My y-axis, okay, I'm going to divide my x-axis now. My x-axis says 2 cm is to 1 unit. So, and the least value of my x is starting from -4. So from -4 now, I'm going down to 4. -4 to 4. So very simple. Go on now. If I divide it from the middle, okay, coming from the end, I'm going to have 1, -1, -2, -3, -4. So it will accommodate. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, it will accommodate. So you must be sure before you start drawing your line. So I'm going to draw my line now. See how sharp it is. Your pencil must be sharp, otherwise the work is going to be rough. So I'm going to give my indication. Yeah, you believe you are seeing it clearly. This is how we indicate exactly on the line to avoid rough work. So -1, -2, -3, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then going up, our y-axis is supposed to be 2 cm to 5 units, which means every 2 cm you count 5, you add 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Coming down, I'm going to have minus 5, minus 10, minus 15. Okay, so let's go on from here now. So we're going to be checking our table. Our table, when x is minus 4, y is 34. So look at your x-axis, minus 4. That is this line is minus 4. Then y is 34. Look at 35 here, 30 here. So we need to find 34. Question: how do I go about looking for 34? So I'm going to show you how we're going to do, how we're going to demarcate this our graph such that we can get the value we are looking for. So let's see. Remember, if here is 30, we're looking for 34. So from 30 to 34, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 small blocks. 30 to 35 is 10 small blocks, just as you have here. So I will zoom it and you're going to see it. From 30 to 35, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's what you're going to do. You know, from 30 to 35, you're adding 5. So 5 units gives us 10 small box. So now we're going to have 1 unit. What is it going to be? We cross multiply. 5 times x now give me 5x. 10 times 1 gives me 10. X is equals to 10 divided by 5. X gives me 2 small box, which means every 2 small box, I'm going to count 31. You see it? 32, like that. Then next to 33, next to 34. So 2 small box gives me 1 unit. So that is how to get 34. So as we keep on, just know that every 2 small box on the y-axis is 34. We'll keep going on like that. Now we have, we're looking for 34, which means I will count 8 small box, because 1, 2 gives me 31, 32, 33, 34. Then I'll trace it to where it meets x as minus 4, which is here. I'm going to dot it very neatly and make sure it is clear, very neatly there. And then the next, when x is minus 3, y is 19, x is minus 3, yeah? Okay, then y is 19. So if this is 15, this is 20, I'm looking for 19, which is 1 to 16, 1 to 17, 1 to 18, 1 to 19. So I trace it now where it meets, which is here. This is where they meet. You see, my dot must be crossing the meeting point. X minus 3, y is 19. 19, so that 1, 2 is now 20. The next I have there is x is 2, which is this. Y is 8. Y is 8, so 5 and 10. Between 5 and 10, we have 8. So from 5 now, I have 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8. I'm going to dot where they meet. The next I have now is x is minus 1, and then y is 1. So to get 1, this is 0, the meeting point. This is 5. 1, 2 gives me 1, because 2 small boxes, 1 unit. So where it meets, 1 when 1 of y meet with minus 1 of x. So next point now we look at is when x is 0, y is minus 2. X, this is 0, the meeting point. Y minus 2, I will come down. 1, 2, minus 1, 1, 2, minus 2. This is where they meet. Then I go on. When x is 1, y is minus 1. When x is 1, y is minus 1. So look at it very carefully. X now, this is axis, which is 1. Y as minus 1, I'll come down. 1, 2. I will get y as minus 1. So it's going to cross on the number. That's to be very clear. And the next is when x is 2, y is 4. When x is 2, y is 4. 4. 4 is before 5. So if I count now, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. That is 4 for y. 4 for y. There. Where y is 4, x is 2. The next is x is 3. X is 3. Then y is 13. Y is 13. This is 10. This is 15. So we have 1, 2, 11, 1, 2, 12, 1, 2, 13. So I'll trace it when x is 3. So I'm going to have this. Okay. This is 13 for y. 1, 2, 12, 1, 2, 11, 1, 2, 10. So then we have x as 4, y is 26. So this is x as 4, then y giving us 26. Between 25 and 30. So 25, I just move 1 to 2 units up, and I will get 26. So I haven't done this. Next thing we're going to do now is to plot the graph using the curve, using our French curve. Now I'm going to start with the bottom end, the bottom. That's the most important aspect I must look at for. See, this is the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. I have to put it in such a way that it will curve the 3. If I put it like this now, it is 1 and 2. So I'm going to keep adjusting until I get a perfect fit. If I don't get it, I'll keep looking for a way to get the 3 to curve. So already now you can see that the 3 has curved. But then I have smaller French curve, which I'm going to use. I'm going to try it to see, maybe one of them will give me very smooth curve. So I know this edge will give me the curve, but then I'm going to try this to see if, okay, you can see now it gives you a perfect curve, but I must be very sure. I must be very sure it is giving me a perfect curve. So here we have it this way. All right. Okay. It's not touching it exactly. You will not want to rush to assume so that you don't make mistake. All right, this is giving us the best. This is giving us the best. This is giving us the best. Okay, so we are going to join these 3 points now. See, I just joined the 3 points. I don't want to extend it beyond it so that other ones can follow suit. Now I need to relate this. Okay, so this will not work for it now. and to see how this other 3 can go. So this 3 needs to work. Use the bigger one. To join 1, 2, 3, so that, okay, I want to join this. Then from there I can run it up. Run it up to join the last 3. That's 1, that's 2, and that is 3. So perfect fit. Perfect fit. Good. And then we'll go on to this other side. See, I must be sure of what I'm doing. If you rush it off, then you're going to see that if I rush with this now, we just do it to be covering off, whereas I still need to go further. So I'm going to try to bring it down from this end. Okay, how you see now? I'll bring it down from this end so that I can get along with this. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1. I'm checking with my pencil to be sure that it's aligned. So I stop there so that I can look for which one is going to give me the joining of this. Yeah, so this has given me my curve. Now I haven't gotten the curve. You are asked to you are asked to find the roots of the equation. The roots will be where it is crossing the x-axis. That's where the roots will be. So if you notice here now, it is crossing the x-axis. See, this is 2, this is 1. So from 1 to 2 is 1 unit you added. So since we added 1 unit, you are going to have each of those small boxes is going to be 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, because 10 small boxes in that case now, 1 unit is what? 10 small box. 10 small box is 1 unit. Then 1 small box, we need to find how many is going to be x. Cross multiply 10 times x, give you 10x. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 equals to 10x. Divide by coefficient, you have 0.1 as your unit for 1 small box. So which means from here, 1, next box is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So this right here is 1.3. That's the first value of my x, second value of my x. On this other side, 0 minus 0.1 minus 0.2 minus 0.3 minus 0.4 minus 0.5 minus 0.6 minus 0.7 minus 0.8 minus 0.9. So x1 is minus 0.9. So the answers will be affected by the curve. See, if the curve went out from here like this, it's going to be lesser. So that is how we find the roots of the equation. Then they are still asking us on the same graph, we should draw the graph of y equals to 2x plus 3. Y equals to 2x plus 3. So y equals to 2x plus 3. This is a linear graph. This is a linear graph. And by so doing, you have to solve when x is 0 and when y is 0. So in the two situations, we are going to solve. When x is 0, you have y equals to 2x plus 3 as the equation. Put x as 0, you're going to have 2 times 0 plus 3. Then y is equals to 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3, y is 3. So you get that first. This is how we deal with linear graph. You bring your equation again, y equals to 2x plus 3. Put your value of y as 0. So in place of y, I put 0 equals to 2x plus 3. Take 2x this way, you have minus 2x equals to 3. 0 is nothing. Divide by the coefficient, x is equals to 3 over minus 2, so that x is what? Minus 1.5. Good. So we're going to look for when y is 3 and x is minus 1.5. So when y is 3, this is 0. You have 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is it. When y is 3, then x minus 1.5. This is minus 1. Minus 1.1, minus 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 1.4, minus 1.5. So this is it. And then we are going to join the 2 points because it's going to give us a straight line graph. These 2 points must be joined. So we have this. That is it. So this line now represents y equals to 2x plus 3. Whereas this other curve represents y equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. So we are asked to solve to plot a graph of that. So which we have done. Then we have found the roots of the equation, which is x as minus 0.9 and x as 1.3. So that is all for now. Thank you. The last thing we have to find is the range of values of x for which 2x squared minus x minus 2 is less than 0. So if you are looking for, that is the question D, question DII, they say we should look for the range of values, range, when what, for which 2x squared minus x minus 2 is less than 0. Remember, this 2x squared minus x minus 2 is actually your equation, which is y. So in place of this, they are simply asking when y is less than 0, what will be the range of values? When y is less than 0, at what point do we have y is less than? Well, y is less than 0 is downward. So the range begins from where? It begins from minus 0.9 down to where?